but then realized he didn't have his guitar. So he ran back into the burning bar and grabbed his guitar.
I'm your host, Taylor Ann Carpenter, and welcome to The Talk Chamber, a production of the Greater Memphis Chamber. The Talk Chamber is the podcast for the latest on the Chamber, economic development, and all things Memphis. This week's episode is a little bit different from what we've done in the past. It's a two-part episode talking about the 100 Days of Blues and B.B. King. So if you haven't already, be sure to check out yesterday's episode. And with that, this episode is all about the King of Blues, B.B. King. And here to talk about him today is Hayley Heard, a representative with B.B. King's Blues Club. Hayley, thanks for joining me today.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm glad to be here.
So I know we've got a lot to talk about, but I want to jump right in. Can you just give us a brief history of B.B. King's Blues Club?
Yes, ma'am. So B.B. King's Blues Club on the corner of Beale Street and 2nd Avenue. It opened up May the 2nd, 1991, I believe was the exact date. Founded by Tommy Peters. And at the time, Beale Street was pretty run down and not, as we know it today, full of life and vibrant music. John Elkington came to Mr. Peters to help bring back Beale Street, and it definitely was a success, as we see today. B.B. King himself was at the opening. We have really neat pictures of him sitting there during the opening festivities, and you could even find him until his passing, just jumping up on stage whenever he would be in town. Once Mr. Peters passed away about 4 years ago now, his daughter, Sarah Faye Egan, took over as president and CEO of the company, which is Beale Street Blues Company. So Beale Street Blues Company is the hospitality group that owns B.B. King Blues Club and Itabena here in Memphis. We also have 3 other locations in Montgomery, Alabama, and that's still respectfully B.B. King's Blues Club, Itabena, and Lucille's. That's in the Wind Creek Resort down there. It was very important to the Peters family that both B.B. King's and Memphis keep it a family business. So they never wanted to sell. They always wanted to keep it true to the city and the family values and what it meant for Memphis and the Memphis music to its core. So not only do we have these stand brick and mortar restaurants, we also do catering through the restaurants, and we have BSBC Catering. That is a full off-site catering venue where we can kind of be your one-stop shop for your event. We do everything from food, beverages, and the entertainment. So the entertainment that we have every night at the club, we can bring to your event, whether it's just a platter of appetizers or a wedding reception. We kind of see it all. So it's a really neat concept that we have. Very few places in Memphis do anything like it at all. I've been in the event industry for a long time, and I don't know of any other type of restaurant that could provide not only the food, your beverages, aka bar, but the entertainment aspect to it as well. So it's a pretty neat business and wonderful place to work. It's
Definitely.
Very exciting.
Yes,
It's never a dull moment, I'll say that.
Just having a place like B.B. King's with that authentic live music, local artists, bands, people playing, plus good food and drinks. The fact that you can even cater that and get that somewhere else, that's awesome.
Shameless plug, we are currently nominated for the Memphis Best Of for Best Bar Food and Live Music. If anybody out there wants to go and try to vote for us.
Very exciting. That's awesome.
Not only is our music, but also our great food as well.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So let's jump to 2025, present day. B.B. King would be turning 100, and y'all are honoring him with this massive celebration. Yep. Can you give us the rundown? What's the celebration?
So on the 14th, which is 2 days before his birthday, that is going to be on Beale Street, a music festival community birthday party, if you will. It's going to be on Beale Street, a birthday bash on Beale, I think is kind of what we've noted it as. Like I said, right on the corner of 2nd and Beale Street, there's going to be lots of different entertainment from Eric Gales, Corey Liu, Rod Bland, Mr. Sip, and the Beale Street Flippers will be present. The Grizz Drumline. We have the Stax Music Academy, Southern Avenue, Whitehaven Marching Band, Conti Anthony is going to host the event, as well as Stan Bell will be on the DJ, will be DJing in between sets. So this is a family-friendly, free event. We've already booked the face painters, the glitter tattoo, and the balloon twisters for the kiddos to entice them. You can't have a birthday party without a face painter these days. And we really want you to come out and bring the whole family. It's from 2 to 6 p.m. Again, free event on the Beale Street, September the 14th. BB Kings, we wanted just to have a big birthday party celebration that was fit for a king and wanted to do something really special for Memphians as well.
This sounds like it's going to be awesome. I mean, I personally might even get a glitter tattoo.
Oh, I'm for sure getting a glitter tattoo. And I've already kind of like seen the glitter tattoo samples, and I'm like, which one would work best?
Can you let us in? Are they BB King themed?
Not yet, but I might have to text the person in charge and tell her to bring some music notes and a guitar or two to stencil.
So let's move on to BB King and his tie as a person to Memphis. Mm-hmm. How does the event tie into his connection and his legacy to Memphis?
So Riley B. King was his birth name. Didn't know that until I had to study up on my BB King knowledge. But he gets his nickname. He worked for a lot of different radio companies, radio stations in the West Memphis and Memphis area. His most popular one that really got him started was a 10-minute spot on the Memphis radio station WDIA. It became so popular that it expanded and became the Sepia Swing Club. And he worked at WDIA as a singer and disc jockey, and that's where he was given his name, Beale Street Blues Boy. That was later shortened to Blues Boy, and then it just became BB. So during the late 1940s and early 50s, King was part of the blues scene on Beale Street. He accredited Beale Street to be where it all started for him. He performed with Bobby Bland, who I mentioned his son's going to be performing on the 14th, Johnny Ace, Earl Forrest, and a group known as the Beale Streeters. Sam Phillips, who later founded Sun Records, produced many of King's early albums, but then BB also recorded with RPM Records in L.A. He toured all over the country, and in 1956 became a record-breaking year with 342 concerts booked with 3 recording sessions. And in that same year, he founded his own record label, Blue Boys Kingdom, which with the headquarters on Beale Street in Memphis. And actually, just a little history note as well. In 1977, Beale Street was officially declared the home of the blues by an act of Congress. And today, the section of Beale Street, known for its dining, drinking, and musical entertainment, looks a lot what it did 80 to 90 years ago when BB was first coming about.
How cool.
Yeah.
So you said he had
342 concerts in 1 year.
And 3 recording sessions?
And 3 recording sessions.
That's crazy. If you don't understand how music is fully made and how what goes into concerts, that is a crazy amount of concerts and sessions. I mean, I know we see our huge artists doing world tours, but back then, and even still, that's a lot of concerts and a lot of recording sessions.
He went by bus to throughout all these things. He wasn't flying all over the place. They were driving from town to town, going to concert. He had 2 weeks off, 14 days that he did not do a concert throughout the year of 1956. So
that's crazy.
I know. He's a hardworking man and really had a passion for his music and the blues.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. So, I mean, it is just amazing to think that somebody who had that many concerts and recording sessions in just 1 year, had Memphis as his launch pad. Uh-huh. But Memphis is also the launch pad for other kings and other great artists and musicians, even to this day. Mm-hmm. Can you share an anecdote or story about BB King that you might have learned or that really stuck out to you that our audience might not be familiar with?
Okay, I do have one. And it's kind of funny. Some people might have heard it, but it was news to me because BB's guitar, he always named his guitars Lucille. I assumed it was for a wife or a significant other, maybe a child.
Girlfriend, definitely.
Right. But BB's guitar was named after a lady. Apparently, one night at one of his shows in Twist, Arkansas, a fight broke out between two men, and it caused a fire. And the BB left the building, but then with the rest of the crowd, when they ran out yelling fire, but then realized he didn't have his guitar, so he ran back into the burning bar and grabbed his guitar, and he said that the two men were fighting over a woman named Lucille, and he would from then on name his guitar Lucille as a reminder not to fight over a woman and not to run into any more burning buildings. So
That is too funny. He named it after a woman, but not his woman.
not his woman. Nope.
And he ran into a building to get his guitar.
Oh, yeah.
Burning building, shall I
yeah.
say.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Typical crazy man.
I love that. That's awesome. So, if I'm not mistaken, his birthday, you said, was the 16th, not
Yes.
the 14th. Are you
Yes.
doing anything that actual day?
Oh, girl, are we. So on BB's actual 100th birthday, we'll be inside the Blues Club on that evening. It will be a ticketed event with a legendary lineup with Eric Gales, Bobby Rush, Carla Thomas with Jerome Chisholm and the High Tones. BB's oldest daughter, Shirley, will perform with the BB King All-Star Band to pay a tribute to her late father. And several others have lined up for entertainment. Plus, you get a 4-course meal with your ticket. So go online now. If you go to bbkings.com/Memphis /100th-celebration, you can find tickets for our event as well as all the details for both the 14th and the 16th. This is a once-in-a-lifetime, never-before-seen, never-will-be-seen again show. So it's going to be a very, very special evening just to give it all back to where it came from for BB.
How cool. And that's awesome that you were able to get his daughter to come and
Yes.
perform a tribute. That's going to be such a special moment.
Yes. She's coming in from Chicago for it, and she's been so excited just to kind of bring up these memories and just talk about her dad. So
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome. That's going to be a really great show and a great evening.
Uh-huh.
So what else is going on to celebrate?
We at BB King's Blues Club, we didn't want this event just to partake in our walls, but share the wealth and knowledge of BB. So what he did for our town and for Beale Street, and we've really worked closely with the Memphis tourism for like the last 10 or so months to promote these events. Memphis tourism has traveled all over and Europe and Australia, telling others about BB's 100th birthday and their 100 Days of Blues. I think they're going to be talking a little bit with you about that coming up. But we also wanted to share it with the schools, with breweries, and everywhere in between. Soul and Spirit Brewery has their limited edition, only to be purchased at BB King's Lucille beer. We have it on draft and in cans, but it's really neat because it's got the graphic of a Lucille guitar on the can. So we wanted just to promote Memphis and the safety that's going on in downtown. Crosstown Concourse is going to be doing a series of events within their walls. And then the icon display at Graceland's Visitor Center has one of the Lucille guitars on display. Weathers Collection is planning a special exhibit with never-before-seen photos of BB. Backbeat Tours is going to enhance their Mojo tours. And Bobby Rush will perform later this summer at the Lovett Shell for a tribute to BB King and Bobby Blue Bland.
That's awesome. So 100 Days of Blues, 100 days of celebration leading up to BB King's Bash on Beale Street.
Yep.
That's going to be so much fun.
Yes. We're really excited about how the community has really come together for it all.
That's great. I mean, it's so important that we honor and recognize our musicians, both present and past, and especially our legends who helped create a name for Memphis music.
Right. I'm going to do a little shout out to Mr. Brookshire and Mrs. Sod at Farmington Elementary School in Germantown. I told them that we were doing these events last school year, and they reached out to me at Meet the Teacher, and they said, "We've got to talk to you. we're planning a blues unit so we can teach the kids about blues music and leading into BB's 100th birthday and tell them about BB Kings. And I was like, that's amazing. Because I think it's so true. Like the next generation needs to know about the history that we have in Memphis and the importance of our city. I mean, I've always gone around proudly saying I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. And of course, everybody says Graceland, but the amount of tourists from all over the world that we've had come in from to BB's in just 2025. I did a social media post about it the other day on listing all the different countries. Some of them I've never heard of. Nor do I know where they are. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna need some help with this graphic, trying to figure out where all these countries are and place them. But it's really important just to teach the kids what we have right here in our own hometown.
Right. I mean, that's awesome. I love that the schools are even getting involved in this and being able to incorporate something that's going on in our city into their curriculum and into what they're planning to teach the children. And we don't want our history to get lost.
Right.
And so it's so crucial that they teach about our city and our music and that we get to celebrate such a great legend and such an icon to our city.
Oh, for sure. For sure. You saying that gave me chill bumps.
So before we wrap up, I have one last question.
Yeah.
Can you tell us how we can get involved?
Yes. Like I said earlier, if you go to our website or any of our social media pages, there should be a link to our website straight to the 100th day page. All the information is listed on there, and then tickets can be purchased for the 16th there as well. Like we said, teach your kids. Go out into your community. Let's talk about it. Let's come out on the 14th and celebrate not only BB King, but the wonderful town that we live in, where there's always good music, always good barbecue. It's a treasure here in the little corner of Tennessee right along the Mississippi River.
It sure is. Hayley, thanks so much for joining me today.
Oh, thank you so much. This was amazing. I hope to see you and all the Memphis Chamber during our events in September.
Yep, we're excited to celebrate.
Great.
Thanks. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Talk Chamber. We are so glad you're here. Don't miss out on BB King's 100th birthday bash on Beale, September 14th. It's a free event and fun for the whole family. If you enjoyed this episode or learned a valuable piece of information, share this episode with a friend or a few. Subscribe to the Talk Chamber to keep up with the latest on the Chamber, economic development, and all things Memphis. Follow us on social media at Memphis Chamber, and we'll see you next time.